I feel that particular minimal frequency level, vibration level of making it public, I need to follow that. And I know hardly anybody's watching right now. And it's just so amazing how intense it still is when you put yourself out there. But I can't deny that I am intended to put myself out there. I can't. My capabilities are I can't wait, like I have too much capability. But the systems that exist in the mainstream world couldn't even come close to allowing me my unique capabilities. I had to create it on my own. And oh my God, multiple ideas are a lot closer to being ready than I think even I realize. And the time has come to ultra focus, and that will come after this travel season. But in between now and Thanksgiving, when I will have a month plus with very little to do, and really allow this energy to flow through me. In the meantime, I have got the most challenging physical and mental journey ahead of me. And we're gonna go ahead and say I'm in it now, because I was just out of town, gosh, I've only been back 5 days. Saturdays, a Monday. I've been back a week. Jeez, I've been back a week. But that's what I'm saying, like time is moving so, like it's, when you are consciously sort of involved in all these different sorts of streams of actual like action, like I'm still have to go to the farm and play a very different role than I do in the Ironman world. And even with the Ironman world, I play like 5 different roles, which absolutely all take a very different type of openness to the energy, versus when I'm in my own world. And then being very real that my own world right now has a lot of emotions still, a lot of reconciling, a lot of releasing. And I'm overly emotional. I am very emotional. And I think there's great beauty in being able to deeply feel emotions, but it's very new to me to finally be able to feel them and release them. Very new to me. So I am apt to still get really stuck in some emotional ruts, which then ripple effect and get me stuck in a lot of other areas. And when I'm in town, when I'm in the Ironman world, you can't be stuck. Even if I'm in like the simplest of my roles, you can't be stuck in that world. Like you gotta have your shit, you gotta be aware in that world. You know, like that's a high performing world. But when I come back to Sarasota, I'm struggling. And my cats are this insane mirror reflection of that. And the journey Peanut and I went on Thursday, Friday, culminating Saturday, is just unbelievable. It's an unbelievable story, really, that I'm choosing to tell it that way. I mean, we are a very powerful, like E.T. from the movie E.T. and how connected Elliot was to E.T. I'm really not exaggerating when I say the energy with these cats, and traveling and leaving them, it's like leaving your kids. And I would never be able to do this job with human kids. Certainly not at an age where they couldn't express themselves, you know, and really feel what they're feeling. I'm not bagging moms and moms that travel at all, working moms or moms that travel. I'm just saying that it is hard for me to feel good about leaving town and leaving these living creatures that by virtue of their domestication are dependent on me. And admittedly, 2 incredibly sensitive cats that are very connected to me. Many videos that I have not shared publicly where these cats, especially Shadow, like couldn't script it if I tried, especially with that cat. and I'll be recording, and he is drawn out from wherever he is in the house, and I'm not even aware he's present, and he's like at my feet, looking right up at me. Multiple videos of that. So, you know, that was real shit Saturday morning. I was thinking about losing Peanut. I was thinking I was gonna get, and we don't know that it's not cancer, but I'm not going down that rabbit hole. My immediate concern was she was not eating and she was severe altered behaviors as compared to her normal. And like I said, I would have could have like the circumstances, I had to address it, and I'm actually grateful for that. But the storm and the holiday weekend meant, well, I guess the 24-hour one I could have gone at any time, but I mean, things were just going to get, and that's another crazy part about recording right now. We, of course, haven't gotten a lick of any weather. We've had our normal rain the past couple of nights, but that's 100% normal this time of year. We haven't had anything extraordinary due to the storm. And again, the fear of that shit. Because I went out innocently, my 5-gallon water bottle was out. I wasn't going out to fill it for the storm, I was going out because it was empty. This was like 2 or 3 days ago. And I went to two, I wasn't going to go to more than that, to two of the ones in town that I know of. And both of them were at gas stations, and both gas stations were out of gas. And so I'm just like, this is ridiculous. Like, this is insane. People, like, fucking use your own mind here. Be prepared, yeah, but don't go fucking crazy. We don't even know where it's going yet. And that's such a microcosm of, like, the world at large. We just gotta be more real about shit. We gotta call it out for what it is on the surface and start going deeper. And we gotta soften, you know, it's just about being real. It's not judging it, but just be real about it. Just own it. I will take a guy owning that he's an asshole, which I work with some of these guys, and they happen to both be men. 2 men on the Ironman circuit. Well, one, actually neither one of them for very different reasons, are not much on the circuit anymore in person. I couldn't stand either one of them, for different reasons too, because they're not, but I couldn't stand either one of them, really, from the moment I met them. And they ended up being 2 of my favorite guys, because they're just openly, you know, the one's like, fuck it, man, I'm a New Yorker, I'm a businessman, I'm an asshole. Like, and he owned it. So you knew. That's how he is, man, and he's not hiding it. Now, I don't know if that's how he wants to be perceived on the surface, dude. Okay. And when you just accept it and don't judge it, he became one of my favorite people. Because it was so easy you knew what you were getting. I'll take that. Give me somebody that you know what you're getting. This pretend that you're something, and the master manipulators that, you know, I've had some experience with some really good people with their words, and woo, taking full advantage of Alice and having a hard time. I have a hard time calling a spade because I feel like I'm judging. And I've had the best playmates I've had, really, because they're unbelievable teachers, have been the ones that have taken full advantage of that consciously. I don't know if they've all been consciously, but at least one was. Consciously aware of more than I was even aware of about myself. Like, they were aware that that's what was going on. I wasn't even aware of that's what was going on. That's powerful. Woo! And boy, is that tough. That's a tough energy dynamic to but boy, you grow up in that. You grow up in that. Girls and boys become women and men. So, yeah, I am sure this camera is off. Let's take a look. We got to get to the farm today. Oh, it's not. That's surprising. It's almost at an hour. Can't avoid the farm today. I have to train my brother today. The farm is, there is no doubt that is adversely, I'm having you know, I'm doing my best to just follow through on all the pieces of these last weeks that I promised myself I would follow through on to lead, like, and it's not easy. It's just chock full of uncomfortable. And part of my work is, I mean, the goal would be to finally, by that last day, which is 3 weeks from today, you know, yes, comfortable, ready, feel good about leaving. And I'm really not going to feel good until I'm done. But I have to go today. I've been working from home minimally the past few days because of Peanut.